I shall explain you the installation of mono quartz distillation unit with quartz boiler and condenser, capacity 2.5 liter per hour or 5 liter per hour. Initially I will take the 2.5 liter per hour. It has mainly two parts. One is the quartz boiler and the condenser. Okay. I shall place the quartz boiler. So this is how you should fix the unit. Do not over tighten the clamp. Push the electrical terminal inside. So your distillation unit is installed now. For people who do not buy automatic cutoff, we will give you an electrical plug and a wire which can be directly connected to the mains. For people who buy automatic cutoff, which is an optional accessory, you get a safety control module like this. It has one wire which has a plug top which goes to the mains and one naked wire which goes to the back side of the stand and one sensor which has to be fixed here. I shall show you how to fix the unit. Now, you need to feed water here. This is excess water. You have to feed water here. Thank you. Now, this is the cooling water inlet, condenser inlet. This is the outlet. So we need a tap where cooling water goes inside the condenser and exits through this pipe and goes to the sink. I start the cooling water supply. Now I am feeding deionized or reverse osmosis water to this boiler. I have adjusted the leveler. I have installed a safety control device also. As I told you, it has three wires. One wire comes here, this is the sensor. The second wire goes to the mains and the third wire goes to the back panel of the stand. There is a black color terminal block. We connect it there. I shall switch on the unit and then press the reset button. So as you can see, the water level in the boiler and the water level in the leveler are at the same height, and I am feeding water through this rubber tubing. Do not push this rubber tubing inside. The water has to freely fall. I shall show you. So you can see there, the water is freely falling. Now I shall connect the silicone tubing to the distilled water outlet. So you can see the water is boiling, it is going up, it is getting condensed, and you have started collecting distilled water. You have to feed good quality, low TDS water. Please go through the manual before installing the unit. Do not feed corporation water or borewell water, as this will lead to scale formation. Now, this is the waste water discharge. Every day after running the distillation unit, at the end of the day, remove whatever water is present in the boiler by opening this pinch cork. So every day you have to remove this water and feed fresh water the subsequent day. Now this sensor has to be wiped with a piece of cloth before placing it in the leveler. It has to be dry. What happens when you run the distillation unit at the end of the day, small water droplets will form on the screws which will make the unit permanent. Okay, so even if there is no water in the boiler, the water droplets in the screws will make the unit a permanent contact. So please wipe it with a filter paper and then place it inside the leveler. I will just show you. See, now if there is no water, then the unit will automatically switch off. When I place the sensor back and press the reset button, it will automatically get switched on. The unit is very simple. Do not feed excess water. Feed water to a level where it occupies all the three heaters. The water should not be in excess. This much amount of water is more than enough. So you can see here distilled water is getting collected and it is flowing out through the silicon tubing into the carbon. Yeah. So we have a T-joint here. T-joint. One end of the T-joint goes to the waste discharge. The other end of the T-joint goes to the leveler. Now this leveler can be slided up or down using this screw. It can be slided up or down to adjust the level of water. Okay. So you can move this up or down to adjust the level of the boiler. Here you can see the sensor has made contact with water. When the water level comes down in the boiler, it will automatically come down in the leveler also and the unit will switch off. Thank you.
ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲರ್ ಫೋಟೋ ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ
ಈ ಕಡೆ Okay. Today I am going to show you the installation of mono quartz distillation unit, capacity 5 liter per hour. I will explain you the parts. It has a quartz boiler. In the quartz boiler we have two heaters. This is the first heater. This is the second heater. We feed water here and this is excess water. Water has to be fed here. I will show you how to install this unit. You need to place the boiler. Be very careful while placing the boiler. And then you need to place the condenser above it. Okay. And then clamp it. Take a screwdriver. Do not over tighten the clamp. So you can see this is the quartz boiler, it's the condenser. Now push the electrical wires into the back side of the stand. As I told you, this is the first heater, this is the second heater. Now, for people who have not purchased the auto cutoff device or the safety control module, we just give an electrical plug top, a white color plug top and a wire, two pieces, which can be connected directly to the mains. For people who buy the auto cutoff device, we give a safety control module like this. This has basically 4 wires. 4 wires. 2 wires have electrical plug tops and 2 wires have naked. Okay. This goes to the back side of the stand, and here we have a sensor. Finally, we have a sensor which has to be kept here along with the leveler. I shall show you how to assemble this auto cutoff device. This will go to the mains, this will go to the mains, and these two will go to the back side of the stand. Now, I have connected the auto cutoff device to the 5-liter single distillation unit. This is the cooling water inlet. The bottom one is the cooling water inlet. The top one is the hot water outlet which has to be left to the sink. I shall start the cooling water supply. The water circulates and then exits through this. Now here you can see I have fixed a clamp and a leveler. This is the clamp and this is the leveler. The height has to be adjusted over this rod. The level of water in the boiler and the level of water in the leveler has to be same. The water level here and water level here has to be same. For this you can adjust the clamp up and down. I am feeding water deionized or reverse osmosis water. I don't want to feed corporation or borewell water as it will lead to scale formation. So I have purchased deionized water and I am feeding it. I am using a pinch top. This is optional and you have to purchase it in the market. Okay. Now I shall feed the water here. You can see it here. Do not push this silicone tubing inside. The water has to freely fall inside this leveler. This is excess water connection and this is the sensor. Now I will switch on the unit. I shall press the reset button. As you can see, the sensor has made contact with water. The heaters get switched on, water will boil, it will evaporate and go here. The vapor will condense and collect as distilled water. Do not feed excess water. This sensor has to be wiped with a piece of filter paper every day before placing it into the leveler, because there might be some moisture condensation in the screws which will make the unit permanent contact, okay, which will do a permanent contact, and even if there is no water in the boiler, it will switch on. So to avoid that, we have to wipe it with a piece of cloth or a paper and see it is dry. Now, this is the waste discharge tube. Every day you have to remove the water present in the boiler through this. So after running the unit for the day, the next day before switching on the unit, please remove this water and feed fresh water. So you can see here distilled water has already started flowing here and it is getting collected in the car pot. Do not feed excess water. Please reduce the water level as minimal as possible.
ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು.